Hello everybody, I'm Holly.
I'm Karen.
This is Desmond the Bee,
And we are Basically Creative.
Today we're doing day 9 of our January challenge, and today's prompt is old shoes.
You had to think of that.
Yeah, I did, because I kept thinking it was 10 because the day's the 10. As you can see, I've written there, I have challenged myself a little bit extra because I've decided to do a continuous line drawing of some old boots. My old boots to be precise, and I really enjoyed doing this because it's dead quick and it's dead effective. And I remember doing this as a high school a thing that you had to do in high school to show how many techniques you knew, kind of thing. And I'd kind of drawn a very rough outline of my boots, and then I went straight in with the pen, and it looks so rugged and fantastic. I love it, and it's very simple. And I did, I think get around the whole thing without taking the pen off the paper, which seems like such an achievement. It's like, oh, I did it!
I think you did brilliant. I mean, they're just really textured and really stylized looking. I just think they're fab.
And that's why I was enjoying it so much, was because it has this kind of rugged look.
Yeah. Because
you can't erase any of your lines, that's the way it goes, and I decided I would finish the
Whoops!
I know! I decided I would finish by going off the page with that little line at the end. And then I thought it looked like it needed a splash of colour, and also I'd only taken 5 minutes over the image or something like that. So I let the ink all dry on, and it's indelible, it won't come off with water, and went back in with my Sakura Koi paints and went over the top of it to give it a bit more pizzazz. Because it looks really good just white, black and white.
Yeah.
But I was like, I'm going to just go back, and obviously you can't paint a continuous line, so I just went back and forth as I would normally would, painting away.
The line drawing's done, technically.
Yeah.
The continuous is the actual.
So I went in with a light brown, and then I was like, these look too new in light brown, and I made the brown a bit kind of tackier and darker, and went back in and smudged and scuffed a bit with my paint. I'm really pleased with how this turned out. I'm glad I went with this technique because I doubt I would have done it any better any other way. And I encourage you to try it, for it is very easy and anybody can do it, and the effect is really cool.
See, I find it quite difficult. I think because I strangled the pen though.
Oh, I do as well. I was having to kind of, if you go back and watch me as I'm doing it, I'm holding the pen very near the end so that you get the kind of scribbly scrawly lines that I wanted out of it. It was so hard for me to just kind of let it go. And I'm done. So just Karen's turn.
Well, see, when you mentioned to me about this continuous line, I was like, oh, I really want to do that. And I thought, I can't. It's copying. I can't. I mean, I can do it for something else, but not the shoes.
I encourage you to do it for something else. It's fun.
But at the same time, I already knew what shoes I wanted to do. Because I'd seen, can't remember, maybe Google Images or some random other place, but I'd seen this specific pair of sort of old sneakers, and I was like, oh, they're lovely, and I want to do them. So I knew what shoes I wanted to do when I saw the prompt. Yeah. And because I wanted it in colour, that would never have worked for a continuous line anyway, because there was different shades of, like,
I suppose you could do it in continuous line, but you'd have to really think about it and plan it out in the kind of, when you draw a pencil, you do your pencil sketch and then you draw in your shadows. I think that's what you'd have to do to get that as precise as you wanted it to be, if you were going to do it that way. Yeah. I just was like, and scribbled all over the place. It's quite freeing to do it that way. Yeah. It's nice to do things controlledly and get that very clean, precise look and go, oh, I can do a really clean, precise look, but to do that as well is very freeing, because when you are so used to being clean and precise, I'm not used to being clean and precise, but I'm not used to being sloppy and all over the place, I'm just kind of somewhere in between. So being really clean and precise for me is like a treat, and then also being really sloppy and all over the place is a treat. I should point out, for the purpose of the prompt, I said old shoes. I did my own old shoes, but you can choose any shoe you like if you're doing this prompt with us.
I picked up a pair.
That's why I thought, people might be confused because they might think you mean.
Considering I'm still wearing my old shoes. My new rocks would not have been happy then, but they'd have been like, old? Old?
How dare you call me old?
Like, they're real and
I did it with my dogs because I was
Yeah.
like, old shoes! I've had them for so many years.
I am using, I don't know whether we'll have put out that review by this point or not, but I'm actually using the Stedler.
We could put that out on Thursday.
Oh, which version is this?
The Norris Club one.
Norris Colour.
Norris Colour, not Norris Club, my brain.
We have a review for these pencils, but it's the 12 set, is it?
Yes.
This is the bigger set, obviously.
I just bought what was available to me, and they were my pencils that I did the review with. So, you know, Karen's got a larger colour
24.
range. Yes.
Sorry, I had to sit there and count them.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I think it's 24.
It's so funny.
But it might not
She's
be.
sitting here with her head to the side and her finger kind of rolling over and over in the air.
Threes. 3, 6, 9.
Yeah. And I was giving her a look like, what are you doing? And she went, I had to count them. So that was the answer to that.
24 set. Because I'm not crazy and I do know. Oh, little pen flip.
Yeah. I love that.
Clearly I was thinking about where I wanted shadows.
Yes. You're like, shadow here.
Because I was trying to, you do so much better with the whole pencil thing than I do. I mean, I'm just sort of.
Well, the reason I do well with compassion. The reason I do so well with pencils is because of control. That's probably where it got mixed up there. Is the control that I get with them. I had an art teacher once who told me you might as well just do everything in pencil because you don't know how to use any other medium, which is so rude. But I was better at pencil than anything else because you can pick where everything goes. It's not like paint where it just randomly is like, I'm over here now, see you later. You know, pencil doesn't choose where it wants to go, you choose where it wants to go. And I liked that and I was good at that because I could see on the image that I'd chosen where all the colours went and I could see in my mind where all the, you know, and it didn't escape me. Pencils don't just go off and do their own thing. No. So I was always better at coloured pencil. I'm getting better at paint now, and I'm so happy for that because I used to be so rubbish with paint, like unbelievably.
Oh, don't even get me started. The first day you picked up my watercolours to have a shot of at class, and you were trying to mix the watercolour on the paper like you do with acrylic paint, and I was having a proper conniption like that.
And everybody who knows how to use those kind of paints will be like, you fool! But I know, but the thing is, in my high school, they gave all our art funds to the computing people. So we had nothing except old acrylic paint, which didn't work very well. So I only learned how to use acrylic, which is sort of like pencil in that you tell it where to go. But, you know, and even then sometimes it doesn't work. And I wasn't very good at it. So I have learned only over the last year how to use any other medium than coloured pencil.
I have to say, you do really, really well with watercolour now.
Paint. I know, I'm so, because I watched
You use it quite a lot.
I know, and I love it, and I knew I would love it, but I just didn't ever have the facilities. So that's the reason that I was a complete heathen when it came to using paint. I was so rubbish at it, and now I'm doing better, but, you know.
Not at all.
I'm very pleased with my progress, though.
I have to say though, this was inspired by Holly's Jellyfish one.
Was it my Jellyfish one, or was
No, it was your Starfish one from yesterday.
One. Yes.
No, the Jellyfish is the thing. Holly was doing a project in college for Journey project, and she was doing the life cycle of jellyfish. And as she was telling me about this really cute jellyfish that she had made, I completely did a Karen and misheard her, and I thought she was talking about Jollyfish, and I'm like, what's a jellyfish? So she became Holly Jollyfish. Yeah. And that's how she got her nickname.
Cheers. So that's why she calls me Holly Jellyfish. Yeah. Anyway, we're coming to the end now. Karen's just finishing up, so...
Yes, I am.
I have been Holly.
I have been Karen.
This has been Desmond the Bee.
And we have been... Basically Creative!